Hey guys, about to start a playthrough of Altar Quest. Thought we'd check this game out and see what's going on. I did a lot of the basic setup beforehand, but there is some stuff for sake of cheating. I want to make sure that you guys know what's going on. We are going to do the basic quest that they give you. They tell you to do a quest called The Search. So here is what's going on. Since their appearance, the altars have attracted more than just power-hungry schemers and vile monsters. Legendary artifacts that have remained hidden from the world for centuries are also drawn toward the magic that emanates from the altars. It is a common belief that all relics and enchanted weapons were originally empowered by the hidden altars. You cannot leave these items to be found by evil forces. So that's what we're doing. We're looking for an altar. Some of the quest setups that we have to do yet. We'll go through real quick. We are going to be fighting Bulks the Belch Lord. That is the big froghemoth looking guy. We can go into what his whole scheme is. The wetlands that poison the southern borders of Aridica are home to the unsavory tribes of Frogs. While most of these tribes are constant nuisance to local civilized folks, the bloated warlord Bulks leads the worst of the worst. His sheer size garners respect and fear among the Frogs, and his greed is exactly what the common Frogs seek in leadership. However, Bulk's reputation has grown mostly due to his unnatural ability to control the worst of his bodily fluids. Any living near Oh, let's try reading this properly. Any living being near Bulks will feel his repulsive presence like a plague. And then, of course, we are going to use for the threat deck then the Bulks or the Frogs minions. So we're fighting frogs. We're doing like a swamp quest essentially. As you can see, there is quite a bit of stuff here. In fact, even back here, I still have more stuff. I have a search deck, the lurker deck, and then the features deck. So, if you guys are familiar with the old Hero Quest game, it should look very similar in style. Oh look, there's a excuse me, there's a flavored text on the Frogs. Hailing from the Swamp Isle of Graced, the various Frogs clans have a long history of infighting. These frog-like creatures are bred into violence and seek only to wreck and ruin. Okay, so continuing. Alright, so there is a couple of things, and I'm sorry if I'm bouncing all over the place. Alright, so there's kind of the flavor text of what's going on. We are looking for an altar. We were trying to figure out what's going on. So we've done the setup on the quest side of it. The other side of the search says if there are 1p quest tokens, 1p is 1 times the number of players. We are doing this solo, so we only need to get 1 quest token on this card, and each hero is on the stairs tile. The heroes have found the artifact and won the game. At any time, a hero may discard any number of clues cards they control. So when we get to the quest phase, this card will activate and do stuff. We do have 2 draw piles here for the deck, or for the event deck, I guess. This one here is actually the event, whereas this one here is clues. We are playing Cuella, something like that. She looks to be like a elf harpy like chick. She's got we showed her off in our unboxing video. She's got like harpy talons and stuff. We do start with the opening equipment of harpy talons and some runic scrolls. So the remaining things that I wanted to show you guys as far as setup, there are 5 altar dice. These are kind of magical power that emanates through this whole dungeon. We start with an opening draw of those, and this is kind of the opening power that's in the area. Anytime a card can be activated that uses one of those symbols. Like here, we have 2 wind. We could actually activate, exhaust this card, and spend one of these wind symbols, and it allows us to take that effect. We don't have that other one, but the runic scrolls, I can either exhaust it to roll 2 altar dice, or up to 2 altar dice, or I can spend that symbol and exhaust my card, and it will, I can switch another die to another type. So it allows me to kind of manipulate the energies that there is. Going real quickly through our dice types here, we have our hero dice for making tests. That symbol is a hit. That symbol is a focus. It's considered a hit if I have a focus token to use. That symbol is both a hit and a focus, and both items can be used. And finally, we have a critical hit. That is a success, and usually if there's a crit type effect on it, it also will go, it also will activate. Oh, I'm sorry, no, it's a success that explodes. Explode being that I get to roll another die in return. And you continue rolling until there are no more dice that are showing criticals. So the last remaining thing we need to do is we need to decide where to place our stairs tile, and that is where we enter. We do get to draw 4 cards as a starting hand, and mulligan if we want to. Since I really don't know what any of these do, we're just going to keep them all. We have Invigorate, Stone Skin, Quake, and another Stone Skin. Spells, or your cards come in actions, feats, and spells, or reactions, sorry. Actions, of course, take up one of your actions for the turn. Reactions are exactly that. You react to when something happens. And then there are also feat cards that do not take up an action to use. So, let's see. I'm thinking, can we see? Let's start right here. Because it is a forced tile space. We got that. We will start there. Actually, I don't think it matters how we actually get off of the tile itself, but we will be able to do that. Okay, so the first thing that happens in a turn is the hero's turn. The heroes get to use 3 action tokens right here. Those are mostly meant for, well, they're dummy markers for heroes, but they're also a good way to figure out what's going on. In case one action I take takes, 5 minutes to go through. So one of the neat things we will have is there's a lot of terrain tokens here, so we'll be having cool little features that'll happen on the board that'll help let us interact with them. So the first thing first is for me to activate. Of course, the first thing I want to do is move. Let's go 1. You know what? Let's move into that big room. So we're going to start ourselves there. Actually, it doesn't matter where I start. 1, 2, 3. I have to double check revealing room. Is it, or I should say, is it an action to interact? A open door. Open door. I don't think that's an no, I don't think that's an actual action, so to speak. I think it is a just you can choose to interact with the door. Alright, so let's open this room here. So the first thing we do, we draw a feature card. This gives us a bookshelf. which is going to end up right there. When this activates, a hero adjacent to this feature can draw a card, and then I can do, if I'm within a space of it, I can do a search action, rolling dice equal to my moon symbol, which would be my intellect. For each supply gained during this test, choose a hero in that room to draw a card. Alright, so that's the feature there. We do get a quest card to talk about what's going on here. A welcome sight. Stocked shelves. Someone went to great lengths here to stockpile a random assortment of various goods. It's slightly dismaying to see how much is not useful to you or not easy to carry. But there are still some useful items. When revealed, attach this card to this room's feature card. Then, each hero may place one search token on this room's feature card to draw one search card. Okay. Well, we don't have search tokens. How do you get search tokens? I don't know. Let's find out. Talks about tests back here. Test a lot. This search test cancels. The hero cancels the number of successes equal to the number of search tokens on that room's feature card. Then the hero discards one success to draw one search card. If any remaining successes remain, the hero gains one supply for each remaining success. Finally, the hero places one search token on the room's feature. If the room does not have a feature, this room cannot be searched. Okay. So there you go. Search. Alright, so draw a feature card. Then we draw a quest card. And then we draw a threat card, which is one of our little goobers. So we do have a Frox Bogmancer. So we have a spawned-in minion. So they will spawn at the closest shadow space to the hero. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 6, yeah. So it would spawn here. So we've got a frog wizard. Has no armor, has 5 health, has a movement speed of 4, and he can attack up to a range of 6. So I can cast this spell. So that is one of my actions, was to move and open that door. I think we will move, or we will cast a spell actually. We will use one of our actions to cast Invigorate. So we'll flip that over. We'll put this in play. Play this on a hero within range. I'll play it on myself. We use... Action listed. Oh, when used, move up to 3 spaces, roll up to 2 altar dice, and draw 1 card. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. That brings us within line of sight of the Bogmancer. We will roll up to 2 altar dice. I don't care so much about these swirly boys. So let's roll those. We got another air. We got another... we got a confusion symbol, I guess. And then we draw a card. So we've got a Reclaimed Knowledge card. That's a feat. We can make a willpower test. That's the moon symbol. 3. If we either return 1 spell card from your discard pile to your hand, or choose a hero to draw a card. I could also use its flame effect, which there aren't any. So we're kind of bummed there. This attack targets each enemy in your room. Well, let's make... do we want to... Well, let's make a... or let's quake this guy. So we are going to quake him. I can spend this to move each figure in your room up to 2 spaces. So I could just start sliding him that way. But we start with making a orange attack. Our orange is 2 dice. We'll take a roll. We got a hit, and a focus. Just need to double check. Here has this one, discard 1. Otherwise, at the end of the test, I gain 1. Oh, nice. Okay. So I do get 2 hits. So we'll put 2 damage on the on the green Frogmancer. We'll put him right there. Actually, we'll put it on his card. Do I want to move him away? Oh, and that would have used up my last action to activate that spell. Nah, we'll leave him where he is. But I do gain a focus token for my troubles. Okay, so that's that. We flip over our token or our card, and we start going through everything else. So the first thing we have is the threat turn. The threat turn is where our Frox deck comes into play. So in any order the players choose, each hero resolves the activate text on each card in their threat area from left to right. So I'm the only one here, so of course there's only one. Let's see, we can cast that and that. Oh, this is an ongoing spell. Okay, so this stays out. Okay, so we go to its activate phase. Activate, he will inflict 5 damage on me, which I can use my willpower to absorb anything there, targeting each character within range. If unable to inflict, he needs to be within range 6, 1, 2, 3, totally within range. So we start by, we grab 3 dice, we roll. That's a critical. That's also critical. And that's hit. Because of some amazing dice rolling, which is odd for me, guys, we blocked all 5 damage. So he activates. His next line on there is looking for a blue, or for the teardrop symbol, that one there. If one of those were available, he would have used that to do another inflict spell. But lucky for me, or sadly for me, I guess, whatever, he can't do it. So we then move to the villain turn. We resolve this card first. And this is where we're going to start running out of space. So I need to make some, I guess, quick adjustments, as it were. So let's take this. That, and I don't know, we'll figure this out. There's a lot of space required for these cards, or for this game, so I will need to be looking into getting a bigger table for our studio to be able to continue playing at least this particular game. But anyway, we start by doing we resolve cards from left to right, and the first card is his basic scheme card. Each hero must either discard 1 focus or discard 1 supply. Well, so much for my focus token. There are no blue dice, or there are no teardrops available for him to spend. Um, then we will draw and resolve one villain card. Tongue from the Dark. Each hero must resist strength 4. Each hero that suffers damage this way must either exhaust one equipment card they control or discard one supply. Okay, that sucks. Wang. All right, we're gonna move these cards over here, so that gives us a little bit of room. But I do need. I think events are one time, or are they all events? I think they're all events. So villain cards. Let's quick look up villain cards to double check. Event and ongoing. Events are immediately resolved when drawn, then discarded. Okay, so he's not going to be tonguing me every turn. All right. But we do need a strength 4 or strength attack for resist. A resist allows to reduce the amount of damage they would suffer. All right, so here we go. I am a wizardy type character, so not a very good strong person. I do get a critical and a success. I do, however, take 2 damage because his tongue bathed me for 4 damage. I absorbed 2 of it because apparently criticals are for me. However, I must either exhaust an equipment card or exhaust one equipment card or discard a supply. So we'll exhaust our runic scrolls, and then we'll just stick that to the bottom of the stack. Alright, after the villain turn, we resolve the activate text on each card in the quest play area from left to right. So the first card that we have is based upon our actual quest. Each hero who controls a clue must discard 1 focus for each clue card or resist a moon 3. If there is 1 P quest tokens on this card, each hero must draw 1 threat card. We're all right there. The bookshelf. Its activate ability is a hero adjacent to this feature may draw a card. We are not adjacent. And then they activate from the quest attachment of the bookshelf. Says a hero adjacent to the attached feature may draw a card from the clue deck. Then if a hero takes control of a clue card, discard this card. So in the bookshelf there is just, looks like cards that'll affect me, or there's stuff that'll help me gain power, but then there is also happens to be a specific clue in that area. Once we are done with that, we flip this card over. At the start of the hero phase, each player refreshes each card they control. So my runic scrolls come back. We'll just put those up there for now. Oh, you know what I forgot to do in all of that? During the hero step, I got to draw a card. It wouldn't have helped me. Okay. Okay, so Stone Skin is the reactionary card I currently have. Play this card when an enemy within range inflicts, because that tongue lashing was an attack, but it wasn't an inflict, it was a resist. So it was a different type of an attack. So, interesting. But the Frog Bogmancer, or the Frox Bogmancer, I would have been able to resist, as it were. Okay. Well, we're going to take 2, or take it, use a move action to go there. Then we're going to use the action on our Harpy Talons. We're going to make a 2-die attack against the Harpies. That's a critical, that's a hit, and that's a hit. That hits him for 3 damage, and that is the Frogman, or the Bogmancer dead. Alright, so let's put that there. We'll put this to the bottom of the stack. Let's take a quick look if there's anything that happens when we defeat. When a character or enemy suffers damage equal to its health, the character is defeated. When it's defeated, the enemy's card is discarded and its figure is removed from the board. When an ally is defeated, the ally... Okay. Okay. And so we've got some other things. Allies, threats. Alright, cool. So it just removes the card from my threat pool. We did use one of those to attack. And I think we'll use the other one to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so let's do it like that. I do get to draw a card. Yeah, I can draw a card. Okay, so then I end my turn. Flips this card. In order the players choose, each hero resolves the activate text on each card from left to right. Nothing, then we activate the villain from left to right. So I either... What happens when you can't do either? I don't have a supply token and I don't have a focus. Features, alter, equipment, supply, search. Traps, threats. Let's look up villains real quick. Villain turn. Here, just flipped over. Let's see the spawning enemies. If the villain... No? I guess I'm absolved from his attack, as it were. Or from his just stenchy, boggy area that we're in. Okay, here we go. His next card is the Concealing Flatulence. So yes, the stinky frog has farted. Each minion gains 2 armor tokens. Each hero with no minion in their threat area must draw 1 lurker card. So, we get lurker. We get a feral mother will spawn. So, unfortunately, we have to go to the other kind. And that chick shows up there. So, we'll just kind of push things everywhere. I got cards everywhere. Alright, but because she spawned during the villain phase, she wouldn't activate during the threat phase, so we're good. Plus, if new cards spawn during the threat phase, you do not get to activate them that turn. So it's a safety measure for you. Okay, bookshelf. Or no. I still don't have I still don't have a clue token or a clue card, so I don't have to worry about that. A hero adjacent to this feature may draw 1 card. You know, I think I will. And then a hero adjacent to the attached feature may draw a card from the clue deck. Oh, okay, it's... Alright, well, we'll do that next time. Yeah, we'll do that next time, I think. Yep. Because I think I can draw that card that the bookshelf is allowing me to do, allows me to draw from the clue pile. So we're good there. So then we flip it over to the hero turn. we'll spend... We'll refresh there. We'll spend one of our actions to quake. That gives us a 2-die attack. It gives us 1 hit, and we generate 2 focus off of that. So 1 hit. Sadly, she's got 2 armor. She's going to be a beast to kill. That sucks. And because of where she's placed, moving her is probably not a good idea. Because, well, yeah, it's whatever. So, activate, then engage. Alright, so we got 2 things left. What can I do? For each supply gained during this test, choose a hero in that room to draw 1 card. Okay. Do we have any flame? No. Do we have... Oh! I could exhaust this and use that to draw a card. Yeah, let's do that. Let's use one of our actions to exhaust this and that to draw a card. Oh, there we go. We got another card. So this gets re-rolled anytime you use them. So that turned from wind to earth. Alright, and then we will use our last action to cast this spell, which is Searing Blast. It is a ranged 5, in case you can't see behind the shelving unit. 1, 2, 3. We're well within 5 of them. We make a intellect attack, which is the moon symbol, and we roll 3 dice. During this attack, reduce the target's defense by 1. So now she only has a defense of 1, which is a good thing. So let's roll and see what we got. 1, 2, 3, and I will spend the focus token to make that a hit for 4. 4, defend 1, she takes 3 damage. So that was the use, and then that was the use. Alright, we're good there and there. Sadly, there is no fire here for me to use. Oh, I understand what I could have done. I'm a dummy. I could have spotted one of the earths that was here, or the earth that was there, to move her to, go 1, 2, bring her closer to me, so that I could punch her in the face with my harpy talons. But it works. So I guess that's it. I do get to draw another card. Oh, nice. And then we flip this card. Threat phase. Harpy, or the Feral Mother, is going to attack us. So she will engage. Oh, she's going to get engaged. Sweet. Moves to be in the optimal position and inflict damage on the nearest target. Optimal is the space farthest from the target character and within range. Okay. And I'm assuming that has to do with, like, if it wants to engage, but it wants to be, I don't know, more than a space away. Unfortunately for her, she will, she has to be within speed 1. So she'll just go 1, 2. She has a speed of 5. Then she does inflict with orange, and then 5. So that is going to be a 2-die test. The first thing I'm going to do, because she is casting or doing an inflict, I will cast Stone Skin. An enemy within range inflicts. The target character gains 2 armor tokens. And so I gain 2 of those, and I can spot an earth to give within range, or each character within range also gains an armor token. So armor tokens go that way. Supply, equipment, alter, threat. I want to say armor tokens. Well, I don't want to lie here. Hold on. So test procedure. We gather dice. Orange is 2. Testing character resolves any effects that add or remove dice. Resolve crit or roll dice. Resolve criticals. Use focus. Cancel successes based on the type of success. Inflict. Character may discard any number of their reduce the difficulty by an equal amount. Okay, so it's an inflict. It has to be done a specific way. So I do have 3, which more importantly means I can absorb 3 of this. But let's see what we got here. 2 successes. You know what? That's the whole point of it. I'll crack the 3 armor right away and absorb all of it. Crap. She is going to spot that and use it. Ooh, it becomes a flame. That's pretty cool. She's going to do a... Each character in this room must make a... Whatever blue symbol is. Resist 3. So I've got 2 dice on my blue. So we'll roll those to resist. We do get a critical and a hit. So we will still take a point of damage. Sadly. We're at 3 of 12. But we do gain a focus token, which is going to immediately be eaten by the frog guy. Alright, so that is the end of her turn, or the end of my threat turn. We go to the villain turn. First thing we do is you must get rid of a focus token. Hooray! There's not a water drop, so we're good there. Then we flip over the next frog card. Toxic Tactics event. Each hero must either discard 1 supply or resist orange 5. Well, that sucks. So orange hit, and we'll spend a focus to make it 2 hits. So we take another 3 damage. Damn! Bulks is kicking my butt. Then we go to the quest turn. Still don't have to deal with the the actual quest card because I don't have anything for it. I will draw my card from here. Toxic Gas Clue. You may resist orange 4 to discard this card. Look at the bottom 2 cards of the clue deck, choose 1 to resolve, and shuffle the other back into the clue deck. Otherwise, discard this card and heal 1 damage. I'm going to discard this card and heal 1 damage. Because I just need to. Yeah. I just... Yeah, I think we just need... I need to do... And I think take control is a specific verbiage. Resolved at any time before or after resolving, unless specifically stated in the effect. Exhaust effect cannot interrupt. Okay, that's focus. Alter die. Supply features equipment. What was I even looking up? Oh, the word take control, or the phrasing take control. I'm assuming it means if I keep it. Oh, hey, look at that. There are other effects that I could be using, but I'm not, and that's okay. So, that is the quest turns. We flip that over. We do that. We unexhaust those. And we can go to town here. We will... You know what? We got to get rid of this chick, so let's get rid of her. Oh, no, I don't have... Hold on. We'll we'll use this feat card. It's a free action. We make a willpower test. So the moon symbol, 3. So I got 3 dice to make 3 hits. If passed, either return 1 spell card from discard to your hand, or choose somebody to draw a card. I'm going to see if we can cast that. 1, 2. Boo. We don't have enough for that one. Hey, guess what? I'm going to try that again. That's a critical. Oh, I missed on the... What did I miss on the last one? I had 2 focus, I think it was. I don't know. We'll just take a focus on the last turn. But this time, the 4 dice, we've got a hit, a hit, a hit, and 2 focus. So I'm just going to take the 2 focus. But that does allow me to bring a card back from my discard to my hand. I'm going to choose Searing Blast. Alright, that gets rid of those 2 feats. And let's see. You know what? Let's just try and go crazy here. We'll make an action with my Harpy Talons, and we will attack. We'll make a green attack, which is 2 die. I've got some focus, so maybe I can actually do something with it. We got a hit and a critical. We got a hit and a focus. I don't have to spend the focus, but I will just to be safe. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. She absorbs 2 and takes 2 more damage, which is enough to finally kill her. So we'll put that in a discard pile there, so we no longer have a threat card. We're good. What do we got here? So we could interact 1. I need to just double check the verbiage here. Interact. I think interact 1 was... Effective numbers. Oh, you have to be within range 1 of it. But I think I would like to get some supplies or something out of this. So we make an interact. We make a search test. 1 success to draw 1 search card. And then if their enemy remains, we gain supplies. So we do get to make a search test, which is based on our intellect, which is 3 dice. So we'll spend 1 of our actions. We spent 1 to attack her. We'll spend 1 to do an interact. So yeah, 1, 2, we got a critical. Alright, so we'll spend the 2 focus, because this is going to give me a ton of supplies, which is cool. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First thing we get to do is we draw a search card, and then we get supply tokens. Supply tokens are meant to be thought of as just kind of all your preparatory D&D type of things you would get. Here's exactly actually what the token itself looks like. It's like a little backpack with some food and stuff on it. But more importantly, the supplies can be used for healing. Here we got a quick route consumable. Alright, so we got a 1-shot use. We can either use it to move up to 5 spaces, or we can exhaust to move up to 2 spaces. I was looking at that. Exhaust actually looks like I can do it off turn, and I don't think it costs an action. But... Whereas I could use my Invigorate spell as a use, which means it's an action. Yeah. Okay. I think that's what it's supposed to be. But I think we need to start exploring a little bit further. So I can move up to 5 spaces total. Let's exhaust this, which I believe uses it then. Or no, exhaust. I don't know. Exhaust versus use. Use focus. No. Clear card types. Feet. No. Ah, there we go. Card keywords. Use. This effect can be resolved by the hero controlling the card with this keyword. The controlling hero must discard the card to resolve the effect. Some cards will specify when the hero can resolve the effect. If there is no timing specified, the controlling hero may resolve it at any time. Whereas exhaust, this effect can be resolved by the hero controlling the card with the keyword. The controlling hero must exhaust the card to resolve the effect. If this keyword is followed by a rune symbol, you must also spend the corresponding altar die. An exhaust effect can be resolved by a hero at any time, either before or after resolving another game effect, unless specifically stated in the game or in the effect. An exhaust effect cannot interrupt the resolving of another in-game effect. Okay. So I'm curious, and if anybody in chat does know, please help correct me, and I will, fix things on my own there, or fix things for you. But I'm thinking if we use, I don't know, use seems to be an action type. Oh, I wouldn't have this attached because I used it. Used eats it up. Okay, makes sense. So then we're going to just use our consumable route, or our quick route here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And open that door, I think. Yeah. Well, I can move up to 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's move there. I'm going to open this door. So let's start by opening that. Oh, and I would put cutesy little door things right there and there. It's just to help make the world seem a little bit neater. Mystical Mirror. So when you're next to it, you can gain a feature token, or an armor token. So we get a cool little mirror in that. So let's open this. Darkened Room. The darkness deepens here, obscuring what feels like watchful eyes lurking just beyond your vision. You are certain you're not alone. Regardless, answers still wait beyond, forcing you to steel yourself against the fear of ambush, still watching every shadow. When revealed, attach this card to this room's feature card. Then each hero must either discard 1 focus or draw a lurker card. Oh, shit. Alright. Oh, does search add a token to the card? I think it does. Discards 1 success. Oh, okay. So we get a search token on this feature card here. So that makes it harder to search for more stuff. Okay, I understand. I do not have a focus to lose. Right? Discard focus or draw a lurker card. Hooray! Oh no, we've got another Frog Bogmancer. This is our uncolored one. And he starts right there. And I don't know if that used up my action or not. There's a lot of things that don't seem to use your actions, which is really weird. Because the following things can be done on your turn. You can spend 1 of these tokens to move. You can spend 1 to use a card's action listed on the card, which would be, definitely would be the Harpy Talon's attack. You may interact to resolve the interact listed on any card in play. That would allow us to search the bookcase, to search the mirror. We may play an action. So play and resolve 1 action card from your hand. That would be like playing Wind Chill. We may draw a card from our deck. We may discard 1 supply to heal 2 damage. And then we may channel, gain a focus, and change 1 altar die to a result of our choice. Neat. I think we'll spend that last action to rest, spending a supply to heal myself to 3 damage. That drops us down. Or heal myself of 2 damage, which drops us to remaining 3. That would be my 3 actions used. Again, chat, if you guys know, please let me know in the comments below if I'm overly abusing my actions. I kind of feel like I am, but I don't know. I honestly don't know. So we got those. Those are out of the way. Inflict within 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He would be within range, but there is a wall blocking us. If unable to inflict, engage. Roll 2 non-water dice in the altar pool, and then gain an armor token. Alright, so he can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts him within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think he would actually do that. He would move the farthest he can away from me while still keeping me in line of sight. He will roll 2 non-water dice, which is any of these. I guess, what's the worst things that would affect me? One of those. And I guess one of those. So we change in 1 to a fire symbol and 1 to an earth symbol. And then he gains an armor token. So if I do any inflict, he would get to do something. I have to either discard a focus or a supply. Sadly, I have supplies that he can eat. Then we will flip up a next card. The infamous Croak of Bulks event. Each hero must activate the enemy in their threat area that is farthest from them. Each hero unable to activate an enemy this way must draw a lurker card. Sweet, so he gets to activate that Frogmancer again, who will activate, inflict, he'll make a green test. 5, targeting me within 6. We know he's within range. 1, 2, and a critical. And another critical. And a hit. Hey, look at that. I blocked 5. So, suck it, Froxbogmancer. And then finally we do the quest turn. We start with the bookshelf. We're not there. Oh, we either discard a clue. Oh, who controls a clue? Okay. Anytime a hero may discard any number of clue cards they control. 1P quest marker. I had to figure out how we put quest markers on that. And we're not adjacent to that feature. Like taking control, I'm wondering if that has to do with this. Oh, hey, you know what we haven't been doing? And that is completely my fault, because I don't have this in the right order. Activate. Each hero may discard 1 card to change 1 altar die to a result of their choice. Each hero in the altar's room may discard 1 focus to draw 1 card. So the drowned altar is just slowly allowing us to manipulate the winds of magic, as it were. And then if there's a water die, it's making us drowned. But there isn't, so that is that.